Hey guys, Cat Demon here. Today for the video, we're going to be continuing the Under Dollar series. Probably this will be the finale since Spirit Halloween doesn't really sell any and a lot of more animatronics. They're above $400. So for the finale, we're going to be doing three animatronics that range from $300 to $400. So getting right into it, there is 6 animatronics actually that they have, but I'm doing top 5 just to narrow it down a little bit. So to start off, for our top 5, it's going to be the Emperor of Souls. The Emperor of Souls is this really big skull guy that sits on a throne, and his head moves back and forth. He is $3.99, so he's exactly $400. His entire animatronic stands at 7 feet tall. The actual guy himself, probably more like 6.5 feet, maybe. Maybe a little shorter, I'm not sure. But it's the chair that really makes up the big height. He sits down on it and he moves his head and mouth move up and down and then back and forth his head, and his eyes go while he speaks spooky phrases. When this guy came out a while ago, I did not like him. I think it's too much. It would definitely be, my opinion on him has changed a little bit. It would be, maybe I think it would be acceptable if, you either had a scene with him. Like, I get it, he can work with, like, a display. But, like, if I was getting him as an individual animatronic, I really don't think it would be worth it. But if you're really, like, going for, like, that theme or something, or, like, a setup, maybe he would be pretty cool, because he's, like, a skeleton king, He's, like, one of his lines is he's, like, a judge, jury, executioner. So he has some cool lines, actually. So he would be cool if you had, like, something set up. But if I were to just put him in my haunted house, it wouldn't be worth $400. That's why he's number 5 on my list. A lot of the other animatronics on this list, I would probably definitely buy over it. But anyway, he's number 5. Going on to number 4 is going to be probably, out of these that Spirit Halloween has, is probably going to be the Rotten Ringmaster. The Rotten Ringmaster is this, I'm sure everyone who watches my channel probably knows or has seen animatronics like this. There's so many these days, but he's a creepy clown who's holding a cage with, there's so many variants, but he could be holding a clown in his cage, a kid. I mean, I don't even know what's on Spirit Halloween's website of him. I think the one that's on their website is him holding a child, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, the Rotten Ringmaster is just, I mean, I guess he's cooler because he's lower price, and I don't have any of these animatronics just because I feel like they're cool, but they're just so overdone. I don't even want one, and he takes up so much unnecessary space. Definitely not like a cool, like, I'm not like saying the idea of him's bad, but he's just been done so many times, I'm tired of just seeing him around in places. But anyway, he is definitely on the cheaper side. He's $350. Yeah, so he is holding a kid like I thought, and I like the idea of it. I think it's cool, but I've seen it so many times, and I'm just tired of it, honestly. I think he's honestly barely better than the other one, because at least the other one was original. He's definitely more expensive, obviously, but at least he was more original. The Emperor of Souls, So coming in at number 3, we're going to have probably the Looming Clown. The Looming Clown is this very, very tall, like, standing at about 10 feet. He's like a monster. It's crazy. But he's supposed to be like a door entrance. Yeah, he's like a door entrance to, a haunted house or something. And he's like he's also a body too. So he stands over and he goes back and forth. And he speaks like I don't know, he has like a million phrases. It's crazy. But I think this is a cool idea that he could be like an entrance and he's talking to you. It looks a little weird, honestly, but I think it's kind of cool that you have like a guy like attached to the door and he's talking to you. Another great entrance way for people to go through for haunted houses. I definitely think that his price at $400 is probably more worth it than the Emperor of Souls, in my opinion. I'm not sure though. I wouldn't buy him again just because $400 is a lot, and I feel like the value I could get a lot more out of $400. Like look at the Hauntress, that was $100, and this guy's $400, and I honestly he's not that scary. This is once again like the Emperor of Souls. It's if you like want to fit like a clown theme almost because he's an entranceway, so like you'll use him for the same thing every year. So maybe it would be good, if you had like a clown themed area. I really don't have a lot to say about him. He's like definitely a basic looking clown in general. Obviously, besides the fact that he's got like super long legs that make up the door, and it's like a flap, so you go right through it. But I think it's a cool idea that they came up with, where he's huddled over you and you have to go through him. It's just it's different. Coming in at number 2 is Mr. Salty. Mr. Salty, I have very mixed feelings about as an animatronic. He confuses me. All right, he seems, I don't know how to interpret them coming out with this. He's supposed to, apparently, I don't know if he's supposed to be a jump scare prop, because when like the Willy guy comes out of his jacket, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a jump scare, because it doesn't look like, even in the video they made of him, it doesn't even look like he's coming out very fast. So I don't know if this was just like made as a joke, because I mean, if you watch the video, it's kind of weird to me, because he's got like he's hiding a little kid under a jacket. I mean, it's an idea, it's a unique idea, but I don't know if it's an idea I like. But I will give it, it's very different. I do like the color contrast of everything. I think it is kind of cool how he's got the yellow jacket and then the red and green and the purple and stuff inside. That's kind of cool. I think he does have a good amount of detail as well. I like how Willy has like his own voice, and it's almost like 2 animatronics in one. This guy is $350, so he's a little bit better than the other ones that I've already mentioned. He's not $400. So, maybe, like I said, clown theme, he'd be a good one if you didn't have any other clown animatronics to get, but there are plenty of better ones. I do think that it's a cool concept, but it's kind of weird. Like I said, mixed feelings. I don't know if I love him or hate him, but I would prefer him over the other ones lower on the list. Coming in at number 1 for the $300 to $400 series video is going to be Krampus. Krampus is one they just came out with this year for 2020. I am a huge fan of Krampus. I loved the movie. I love everything about the idea of Krampus. I love the way he looks. And they didn't do a terrible job of recreating the way he looks in the movie, because it is like a sponsored animatronic. But I think they did a really decent job of recreating him. He's also $350, so he's not $400, which is great. The price, it's definitely, you really have to like him to get him, because you really just want him for the whole aspect of it, because he's not much of an animatronic. He moves back and forth, but it's hard to do that when he's so big, and he's literally life-size, which is really, really cool. Like I said, they did a really good job with recreating what he looks like in the movies. Obviously, nobody's perfect. It also looks like he has the Forest Demon eyes. If anyone remembers Forest Demon from 2017, I believe, yeah, 2017, the camping kind of theme, like the Wood Lodge theme. He seems to have the Forest Demon eyes, but that is what he had in the movie, so, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. He has chain sound effects, which I think are really, really cool. He's 6.5 feet, which is really good. The horns, he's got horns. I mean, he's even got like an elk like hoof that sticks out, and he's got chains all around him. Lots of good detail on the cloak. I think they did a good job. Obviously, I think honestly the only thing, he's also got the double row of teeth, like 2 rows of teeth. I think they did a really good job of making, a Krampus animatronic, because it's never been done before, obviously. And they paired up with like this. They have the sponsorship, so it's all good. But The only concern is, I think, I don't know, it's just his face, in general looks, I mean, it's pretty good. There's just, oh, maybe if his head moved. If his head also moved, I might like it a little bit more. But honestly, other than that, I was even considering getting him this year. But I wanted to go with other animatronics that I thought looked cooler. Um, because, you know, the I got the $300 guy that takes the souls. The Harvester of Souls. I got the Harvester of Souls instead of him. If I didn't get the Harvester of Souls, I might honestly have gotten him. I was also going to get the Hauntress, but I didn't get him because they ran out of stock because he was so popular. But Krampus was definitely a favorite. He is still in store, so you could get him right now. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I honestly love it so much. This will be the end of my under dollar series, guys, because Spirit Halloween, like I said in the beginning of the video, Spirit Halloween does not go much over $400. So I hope you guys enjoyed this series. If they ever do come out with enough animatronics, I will continue the series maybe in a few years when they have come out with a bunch of different animatronics. Because then, you know, I'll have a lot more to work with and I could maybe make a new series out of it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below what you thought of the video.